Coming up on Torrance Today, the city's annual menorah lighting takes place tonight, commemorating the beginning of Hanukkah. Generous donations of toys and teddy bears fill the hearts of countless children and their parents. And Los Cancioneros Master Chorale returns to the Armstrong Theater with a song for every season. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Lauren LaBruna. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, December 19th. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Hanukkah has officially begun. The Jewish Festival of Lights started last night and will go on for 8 days and nights. This tradition dates back to the 2nd century when Maccabee Jews regained control of Jerusalem and re-sanctified the Holy Temple. After taking control of the temple, the Maccabees found only one jug of oil to light the temple's lantern. The oil that was supposed to last only 1 day lasted for 8 and is recognized by the 8 candles on the menorah. Torrance residents are invited to come out to City Hall today for the annual lighting of the menorah at 4:30 p.m. Being sick during the holidays is probably one of the worst feelings to have, especially if you're a kid. So, to help those overcoming various illnesses at a local hospital, a unique effort began to show them that they're loved.
So this is actually an incredible partnership that we have with Del Amo Mall. The management at Del Amo contacted us a few weeks ago about doing a fundraising event to help support our kids in the hospital. And we of course said yes, where they put bins out in strategic areas and asked people shopping, their own staff, to donate a plush toy, which is a stuffed animal, as you can see behind me, for our patients in the ER. We're seeing a lot of kids right now, so it's very comforting to have these donations. There's a lot of people in need this year, and I think it was a wonderful way for the management at Del Amo to give back to our hospital, but also it gives them an opportunity to connect the community with some of those needs.
That's what people that work in this profession are here for. We're here to help people. That's when I interview staff, they say their number one goal is to help people. So especially during the holiday times, it's about giving more than what we just normally do. So we can do something beyond just the physical or mental care that they're here for, and we can also put a smile on their face with simple gifts or simple time paid to them. It brings something a little extra.
This was the first stuffed animal drive that the Del Amo Fashion Center worked on to benefit the Little Company of Mary. Together, they collected close to 100 stuffed animals. They will all be donated to comfort children in the emergency room. The hospital is also showing off a lot of holiday cheer for all patients and visitors. It's decked out for the holidays with big red bows out front. And inside, several Christmas trees, nutcrackers, wreaths, and lots of themed decor to put you in the festive spirit. Do you know another business in town that is decked out for the holidays? Let us know, and we may feature it on future episodes of Torrance Today. The season for giving continues with our fire and police departments. Over the weekend, they gave out hundreds of toys for kids of all ages at its annual toy drive.
The Torrance Fire Department has been doing this toy drive for a little over 20 years now. Actually, more than 20 years.
It is the season of giving, and I'll tell you what, there's no better city than the City of Torrance. We've obviously got a lot of donations that have come in, not only from private citizens, but organizations and businesses within the Torrance community, and they were able to partner with us so we could create this event, and so it's really something special. As I'm sure you saw, some of the kids coming around being able to pick out their own toys and seeing that smile on their face, it's a great moment.
Each time items are delivered, it's either a family member or a family together as more of a tradition where they all donate gifts to the annual toy drive. When we get to actually see the children pick out the toy that they want, it's fun to see their interests. Usually we don't get to meet the families or the kids that are actually receiving the gifts. So with us being able to host this where they get to come and pick out their own toys this year has been a benefit for us because we get to shop with them.
This is just about giving, and a lot of us as first responders, we got into this career, this profession, because we wanted to serve, and this is just another great opportunity where we get to give back. We get to serve the community, and it's in a very positive way.
This special toy drive gave families the chance to pick out gifts for their children. Fire and police personnel volunteer hours of their time every year sorting through each donation. They also categorize the gifts into age groups so every child gets something he or she is most likely to want and to use. A local holiday pop-up market is giving residents the perfect opportunity to shop small this season. Come on out to the Torrance Marriott's 21 Square Bar and Kitchen at 5 p.m. tomorrow. The one-day event will feature local small businesses as well as live music and holiday cocktails. The Marriott partnered with the Torrance Fire Department on this project to collect more toys to get a head start on next year's toy drive. Anyone who brings a donation receives a complimentary glass of champagne. 21 Square Bar and Kitchen is located at 3635 Fashion Way, just across from the Del Amo Fashion Center. A veterans organization also made it a priority to give out as many toys as possible to fellow veterans and their families.
We're going to hand out toys for approximately 300 families, 300 kids. We want to make sure that we recognize the veteran community as well, so we brought a Huey helicopter and we're handing out toys to veterans and their families. We have goodie bags for veterans and their families as well. We offer vocational services as an organization, and so we're also presenting our community partners for the event. This is our third annual event, and in the past we've actually had families that were living in their vehicles, weren't able to give a Christmas to their families, and we're able to provide that. Along with the resources, we help with the housing, VA claims, anything that a veteran is struggling with, any kind of stressors or triggers, we help them with peer support, vocational training, and job placement. I always say that the reason for living is giving. So essentially, when we have events like this that we're able to give back to the community, we're able to now recognize that the veteran community is here to help and empower our community, not just draw from it. Just want to make sure that we stay in the city of Torrance in years to come and have a fourth annual Toys for Tots.
Myself growing up very humble, not having a lot for Christmas, knowing that someone I can provide that happiness that I had when I was a kid, and a neighbor of mine donated toys to my family, so that was one of my first Christmas memories. So spreading that joy and continuing that, I know that for a child it means the world to them just to receive a toy. And so I'm so excited that we're going to give so many toys today because there's so many great donations that we received, and so we're so excited to be able to service our community.
In addition to toys, participants also received free food, clothing, and backpacks. Veterans Stand Together is a national organization spanning 6 states. Its mission is to empower veterans and their communities to support each other. For more information about programs it provides, visit usafest.org. The holidays are also the time to show off your seasonal fashion, and Absolution Brewing Company was the place to do just that.
We're having our annual Christmas party or holiday party or Kwanzaa party or Hanukkah party, whatever you want to call it. And we're doing, among other things, we're doing the ugly sweater contest. Dogs, children, and people are welcome. One of the great things about the brewery industry is we actually support each other. And we need to see that camaraderie ship pretty much for everybody. And I think that spirit's there.
We love Torrance. We come out here all the time, and we love this brewery, and Absolution it's great. And the thing about breweries too, it is family friendly. Even though we're working, we've got our whole family here. I've got even my 80-year-old mother is here. Support small businesses, and during this holiday season too, support your local businesses, local small businesses, and happy holidays.
Absolution Brewing creates handmade ales and brews for the entire country from right here in Torrance. It's located at 2878 Columbus Street. This past weekend also gave music enthusiasts an opportunity to enjoy some of their favorite holiday tunes at the Armstrong Theater.
Tonight was, I'll say, first of all, a great deal of fun to do. And the music we did the first half is a little more serious, a little Bach, and a new Magnificat with the orchestra. And so that was a pleasure to do because it had both old and new music. We are glad that audiences are back, meaning that after our sheltering time, we know that the COVID is really not over, but it's so good that people are coming. Many came masked and prepared, and I think that's the way we'll move forward. So for the arts, for all of us, I'm enthused about that. I think our future is going to include lots of performances, so people will come, and I think it went very well.
The group wanted to commemorate the holiday season with this concert featuring Christmas sing-alongs as well as Hanukkah and Kwanzaa songs. The chorale members thank everyone who came out for their support. Still ahead on this Motivational Monday, we share tips from a nutritionist on how you can feel your best this holiday season when we come back in 60 seconds.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma.
Noah. Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to leave you with a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Motivational Monday, we're launching a week-long series of tips to stay healthy during the holidays from a Torrance-based dietitian and nutritionist.
When it comes to the holidays, it's a very special time. It's an exciting time, and we'll all look forward to the special holiday treats. But I have clients who are really concerned about how they can stay on track with their health and wellness goals. So a few suggestions. Number one is let's not save all our calories for that one big party meal. Let's make sure we're enjoying regular meals throughout the day so that you're nourished, your blood sugar is better, and you don't overindulge at that holiday meal.
Sheth reminds us that eating healthy does not have to be boring, and making a plan and being prepared will only help. We have more healthy holiday tips to share. Stay tuned for more through the rest of this week on Torrance Today. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.